Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, nice to see you all. It's lovely to be actually coming from both Facebook and YouTube. So all those you watching on Facebook, can you go and hit us up on the YouTube links as well? That would be fandabby-dozy.
Yeah, if you can go and sort of register with the YouTube channel, that'd be brilliant. For those of you who join us for the first time, if you're coming from by the Facebook, thank you, and thank you for joining us. My name is Matt.
And I'm Kirsty.
And we're in Chem Clairvoyance, but we're here tonight on SPTV. And the way that our show works is that we put a question out each week. And then what happens is if your question is chosen, then that person gets a reading. Or you can answer our question, and the question for this week is, do you think life is predestined, or do you have the ability to change your life? So answer that, and if you're chosen, you'll get a reading afterwards. Or if there's something that's burning that you want to ask, then put a question up of your own.
Yes, we do love a good old chin wag on this show. Lots of SPTV programs are where you get your basic readings, but we make you work for it because we're wicked and cruel.
And with that, for you that are all new, check out the YouTube channel and check out Information SPTV, because there's a variety of shows and they're all free.
Yay!
So that's the important thing. You don't pay any fees at all unless you go to subscribe to the VIP areas. So on that fact, have we got any hellos to give today, Mr. Producer?
Excellent. We got lots of hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, Sally.
Hello, Sally Worker. Lovely to see you. Yeah.
Hello, Jason McGregor.
Jason McGregor, good evening to you.
And well done having your COVID vaccine as well.
Yeah. Heidi Stutchbury,
Hello,
nice to
Heidi.
see you. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody.
Hello, Angela Rossiter.
Good evening, Angela.
Hello, Amelia Mills.
Hi, Amelia.
Hello, Pamela.
Hello, lovely cheeky Pamela. Hi, Angela.
Hello
Angela
there,
Ketchel.
Angela Ketchel. Hello, Natasha Hayes.
Oh, lovely little baby in the picture, Natasha. Hi, Tracy Walker.
Hello, Tracy.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining us, all you lovely newbies.
Hello, Misha Nesta.
Hi, Misha.
Hello, Jill Sorda.
Hello, Jill Sorda. Nice to see you.
And hello always to our lovely Terry.
Oh, our lovely Terry. She's lovely, isn't she, little pickle?
Hello, Katie Geraghty from Scotland.
Hi, in lovely Bonnie, Scotland, Katie. Hi, Anne-Marie.
Hello, Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie Staples, that is.
Hello, Kim Hartnett.
Hi, Kim Hartnett. Nice to see you.
And hello, Sue Crouch, another newbie.
Hi, Sue. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Hi, Latoya.
Hello, Latoya.
Hello to you too.
And hello, Valerie Ates.
Hi, Valerie. I really was behaving myself then. I didn't sing Valerie then. Could have done, but I didn't.
Hello there, Lauren.
Hello, lovely Lauren. Nice to see you.
Hello, Ian Sullivan.
Hi, Ian. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Colleen Greenfield.
Hi, Colleen.
It's nice to see some faces coming back on that were with us before when we was on Facebook. Hello, Shiloah. Hopefully I've said that right.
That's okay.
Shiloh, apparently. So, hello, Shiloh.
Nice to see you.
For those of you who are new to SPTV and how it works, it's a spiritual TV programming service where we have all different types of programming that goes out free of charge throughout the week. So if you're new to SPTV, please check out all about SPTV. But for our show, the way it works is we post a question each week, you answer it, and if you're chosen, then you'll get a reading as long as you've responded. We don't respond to, can you see this, can you see that? And also, if you've got a question that you've always wanted to ask of a spiritual nature and you get chosen, then we'll answer that as best as we can, and then from there you will also get a reading. So that's how it works.
Yeah, hi Sheree Dyer.
Hello Sheree.
Nice to see you. And also, guys, we love you having a little bit of a chin wag yourself in all the comments, because we do consider ourselves a family. You know, somebody once said we were the mother and father of SPTV. But we love it. We're all part of a big community. We all have a little bit of a chit chat. We all get together, and it's just a bit of fun, really. And if we can help people out, all the better.
The only thing I would say is please don't put anything personal in the chat, because we don't want it to be misconstrued. Obviously, in public domain, once it's there, and we don't want to open you up. And the final thing to say, especially if you're coming in on comments, is that Mr. Producer or a Terry will be the only two people who are working on behalf of SPTV. So if there's anybody else approaches you on this and I can give you readings, anything else, they're not part of SPTV.
No, and just protect yourself. Look after yourself, guys, because at the end of the day, it is an online platform and anybody can jump on. So just be a little bit careful, a little bit wise there. Hello, Bernice. Nice to see you. We said that in harmony then.
We did.
That's like Philadelphia.
Hello, Sarah Jenkinson.
Hi, Sarah Jenkins.
Another one with the COVID vaccine. Hello,
Yeah.
Tony Wright.
Hello, Tony Wright. Long time no see.
Yeah,
Hope you're well.
Hello, Nicole Glosier.
Okay,
Lisa
yeah,
Coombs.
Lisa Coombs. Hi, nice to see you.
And one or two more, and then if we can have our
D
first...
Hunt.
Hello, D Hunt.
You're new to this. Excellent. That's really good. Thank you so much for joining us, Dee.
Hello, Stephanie Ewing.
Hi, Stephanie. Nice to see you again. Oh, we got a good
so if we've got any
question, apparently.
questions,
How do you ensure you see a good medium? Not just in that area, in all areas. Well, for me, it's a really easy one to answer this one. Basically, recommendation. I would, if you're paying for a service, it's very easy for people to rob you and sort of, do you dirty, really, and that's not on. So for me, there's several ways of doing it. You can go to your spiritualist church or contact your spiritualist church. Quite often, a lot of them are coming online. So you can talk to the people that run them and see if they can recommend anybody. And, depending on sort of where your area is, and also talk to other people. If somebody's had a good reading that wasn't really sort of expensive, then, give them a go. And, for me, the last but not least, I would also say is do your homework, find out how much people cost, because, some people can be rather expensive and some people not so. But it depends on, on their experience, I guess. What do you think, Robbie?
there's a few things for me. First, what do you class as a good medium? Because what one person classes a good medium is not necessarily what another person classes as a medium. The other thing to note is also what Kirsty was saying, go by personal recommendation. When you're looking for a good medium, look for reputable sites where they're not charging, where they've got some sort of endorsement. Some sites do recommended readers, some have credentials. Doesn't necessarily mean there are good readers, but those. Things to also be aware of as well is to be protective of your data. So, I would close my Facebook page to public views except for your friends and those that are your friends, so that no one's looking at your information about yourself. I would also sort of say to you that a good medium will be yes, no, and don't know. They won't be asking you questions. They won't be prodding for information. And do your homework. Find out who are seen as the reputable ones, and ask people that you know who perhaps had readings from those people, and see, what sort of, how it went. Would they recommend them? Would they go back? A good medium really would recommend sort of a maximum of twice a year, ideally once a year, so that you're not living and they're not constantly taking the money away from you. So hopefully that answers your question, Bernice, and gives you a bit of food for thought.
Yeah, because I just want to home in onto that last bit that Matt just said there. You know, a good medium isn't going to keep saying to you, well, you need to come back to me in a couple of months, because spirit do not want you to live your life through them. They want you to live your life through you. And if that means, I've not had a reading in years. It's whizzed off again then. As I was saying, sorry, Mr. Producer, I whipped you off the screen there a bit quick. I was just reading it. I've not had a reading in years, and my last medium, the last medium died. That's why I love a good reading. Bless him, he was very accurate. That's wonderful that you found somebody that was that really good. But sadly, you know, we all do trot back off up home in the end. But yeah, my suggestion is just do your homework. Ask around. Ask in places where you know they're not going to tell you lies or they've got nothing to gain from it. Is what I feel that you need to say. Right. Okay. So with that note, I want to say that you, I think spirit will show you and guide you towards your next medium, my darling. So, and bearing in mind also, you gave a specific area with that, but bearing in mind you can do it online these days. And if you've got sort of the way to do it, you know, sort of via various different social medias or phones or computers or internet or whatever, you know, you don't have to limit yourself to one part of the country or even this country. You could go for a medium in a different country. So how cool would that be? So, right, Bernice, as I'm connecting with yourself with these beautiful cards here, I've got loads of different cards out for you. I want to say, Spirit have been popping ideas into your head, and I feel you need to pay attention to them, because there is one in particular that's just going to come to you like a light, a bolting light, whoosh, straight into your head, and it's going to make you feel, you know what, I get that, I need to kind of totally sort of listen to what you're saying there with that one, but you've also got a lot of stress around you at the moment, my darling, and I feel you need to sort of shake that off, let go of it. Don't take on other people's stress either, because what happens is when you are a lady or a gentleman that feels very, very deeply, and you know, you get all those emotions and they kind of stick into your energy, if you like, without wanting to go too deep. And the problem is with that is you end up carrying that around, and you don't need to be carrying that around. So I want to say, let go of other people's. Use your breath. Breathe in through your tummy. Imagine there's a big mouth on your tummy, and breathing in through your tummy and lift it up to your shoulders, and then breathing it away. That will also help. I know you've got questions. I also know, I need to show you this. I saw I don't know who this is. I'm not working mediumistically tonight. I am working, basically I'm working psychically. Matt is doing the mediumistic stuff. Normally I would do, I can do the mediumistic stuff, but Spirit seemed to like me on the psychic link and him on the mediumistic link when we work this way for the lovely SPTV. But I want to say, whoever this card has come up with, the loved one in heaven that's drawing close to you, and I need to say, whoever you think of straight away, that is who it is. All right, I've also got to say to you, this is a time for you to focus your mind, because I feel that so much going on, your mind's a bit scattered. You go to think of one thing, and you know, you barely finished doing that, and you've got something else coming in, and it gets all a little bit muddled. So I feel like I need to say, just take a few moments, settle down and bring in some peace, whether that's through meditation, mindfulness, doing the breath as what I've just showed you. But I feel that you've got to just allow that stress to wash away, okay? And get out into nature, whether that's by the sea, whether it's in the woods or in fields of greenery, wherever Mother Nature is around you. Go and visit it and just soak all that in. Okay, because you need this at the moment. All right, my darling. And I just want to say to you that you know, oh, okay, you've got a career transition come up as well. So I don't know if you've been looking for a new job, but there is a possibility of an opening of a new job as well. So it's all happening for you. But I want to say prioritize. Make time for you. Make time to clear your head, and make time for you to just go, oh. I hope that was all right for you, my darling. Thank you so much for your comments, Bernice.
That was very nice. Perhaps that's something we could do next week. Perhaps we do a change of roles. I'll do the psychic, you can do the mediumistic.
Yeah, okay.
So there you go. If that's okay with Mr. Producer.
Oh, guys, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's people spamming at the moment. Please, if you're able to, just connect with them and block, or just pipe them up for star them up or whatever for our lovely Mr. Producer or our lovely Terry to come and sort out, please. That would be marvellous. Oh, Bernice, thank you so much. I'm so pleased that you could make sense of my jibber jabberings.
So next week then I'll be doing the psychic, and for those who haven't seen Kirsty do her mediumship, that'll be her doing her mediumship. So if you're up for that, then put comments that you would like to see that next week.
Talk about bullying me. It's a little bit rude, isn't it?
Well, you know, the cap fits. Okay, Susan Witherell, nice to see you.
Yeah, hi Susan. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello,
Hi
Ali
Ali.
O'Shea.
Ali O'Shea, nice to see you.
Hello, Katie Hilburn.
Okay, hi to Katie Hilburn. And don't forget, you know, go and pop over to subscribe to our lovely YouTube channel, please. That would be fantastic. Hi from New York, Jade J. Mon.
Hello,
Lovely
New
to
York.
see you.
The Big Apple itself.
Thank you.
Hello, Lisa MacDonald.
Hi there, and good evening to you. Oh, thank you, Deb Walter. That's nice.
Hello, Deb.
Welcome back. Bless your heart, my darling. Bless your heart. We've been on YouTube all the time, so
Yeah,
always feel free.
been here.
Pop
Hello, Jackie
over.
Hunter.
Hi, Jackie. Nice to see you. And little drinky poos there, whatever you got in your hand.
Hello, Bren Fisher.
Hi, Bren.
Another first timer. So those people, it's the first time we have gone back over Facebook, but please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always on YouTube channel, and it's not just ourselves. There are other presenters on there and other shows. So it's not just readings, you know, there is all different types of things to do with spiritual stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
So please
much.
check out SPTV, and the best of all, you're not charged for how long you're on for, because it's all free.
Free. And we're on both Facebook and YouTube, so check us out. That would be awesome. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That's dead corny, isn't it? Sorry about that. But I just thought to say that. All the YouTubers say that, don't they?
And the other thing we always recommend is just to write down the YouTube address, so that if for some reason Facebook ever goes down in there, you can still get onto the YouTube channel via your smart TV or via the computer, tablet, or your mobile.
Okay, so Liz Hardy O'Flynn Marlin, she says, I'm new. What will I look for on YouTube? Spiritual Psychics TV, my darling. If you type that in, and loads of different programs will come up, because literally we are on, I believe it's every day, isn't it, Mr. P?
Yeah.
Yeah, every single day with various different ones. So then if you click on that and then go straight to the little subscribe button underneath, I believe it's a red button, isn't it?
I'm not sure, but I'll take your word for it, dear. But yeah, it's, as it says subscribe, it just means that you can make comments on it. It doesn't mean you have to pay the subscriptions and everything else on the YouTube channel. But yes, there's back shows on there for you to look back on. We have things like church services and everything, all part of there.
Yep,
so
art.
lots of opportunities to see lots of British and international mediums as well. So.
Yeah, there's lots of, and if you're from New York, as one of our previous lovely people that just mentioned up, there's some lovely American chaps that come on with a little bit of sparkle.
And our own sort of Rachel, our own sort of palmistry person.
Yes,
also
the
from
lovely
the
Rachel.
US.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so we've got Latoya saying, can have a loved one be reincarnated in an unborn child?
Oh, before we answer that one, I just wanted to say the subscribe button is, it doesn't mean you pay for it, it just means you'll get notices saying that we're live, and there's different bits that you won't miss out then. So that's the reason why we're after you to give it a hit. Okay, what was that?
I've just read it. So
can a loved one be reincarnated in an unborn child? So what are your thoughts then, Mr. Grogan?
So individuals do come back when you are, it depends on your belief system. My belief is that we are reincarnated, we do come back down. There is a part of us that still remains up in heaven, your higher realms, the higher universes, call whatever you want, depend on your belief system, still remains up there. So even though you reincarnate and you come back in a life, you have still got remembering from your past, because part of your life is still connected from your previous life.
If you imagine it as like an orange, and a little bit of the segment stays in spirit or in heaven, whatever it is that you imagine, and then a little bit of it can be then reborn as another. So that's why, you know, you can always connect with your loved ones. Most of the time, the reason why we don't connect with a certain generation is because a lot of us don't know them, so we can't get the verification or the evidence through to actually realize who they are.
Okay, so Latoya, I have a lady with myself. She feels like an auntie. I feel similarities in the face, particularly the upper cheeks and the eyes. A little bit fuller to the face and to the body than yourself. Would have had a little bit longer hair. I see her wearing a hat. She's got curls in her hair. She's got grey hair. She's got a lovely way about her. She isn't wearing glasses or anything like that. She would have been very vibrant in her personality. I also feel with this lady that I'm struggling with my breathing. I would have had problems with the breathing. I also feel with this lady, she would have had a love of singing and all of that type of thing. I want to say this lady comes in to give you some upliftment and to put the smiles back on your face. Things have been quite difficult for you for this last 6 to 8 weeks, and she just wanted to turn things around for yourself and say everything's going to be all right. I feel with this lady, I'm probably about 5'6". I'm not a small lady. I have a big coat on, I have a hat, I have a lovely way on there. I'm just going to go with this lady. I know you said a grandfather passed, but I'm going with this lady that I've got here because I can't sort of bring somebody else in. I also want to say with this lady that she would have been a lady of simple means. She would have been a lady who would have liked to just to enjoy life. She wouldn't have had a lot, but she had a thirst for life. I need to say to you, she wants to give you upliftment, but she also wants to give you what you need at the moment, which is to smile again. There has been tears around you, but those tears are going, and I need to say to you, you're now starting to walk forward again, but continue to walk forward. Don't let your head be turned, and don't get to the point of where you say, you know what, I should have done this, I could have done that. Just keep going forward and being strong. And I need to say, with your grandfather would have wore a hat, and he just wants to be acknowledged, but it's the lady came in to give you the upliftment. So if I can leave that with you, and thank you for working with me.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. I'm glad you know who he's talking about, Latoya. Thank you so much. That was absolutely awesome. Have we got any more, Mr. P? I can hear you typing away in my ear. Oh, by the way, guys, if we suddenly go quiet and go, we're not having a funny moment or away with the fairies, sadly. We're listening to our lovely little Mr. Producer in our ear, in his studio miles away. So is there everything okay, Mr. P? Oh.
Okay, so can we Just remind
Okay.
you guys that basically there's only Terry or Mr. Producer who will approach you. There'll be nobody else who'll be, there'll be nobody, even those two, who'll be saying to you, would you like a reading? Would you like to come to us for readings? We don't do that on this channel. You know, we can recommend people off the air, but none of us. So anyone who's coming to you sort of saying, would you like a reading with us, you know, blah, 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 please just block, just ignore them, because they've got nothing to do with SPTV.
Can I just refer back to the question that was asked a moment or two ago about how you find a medium? That is not one way. If a medium has to come on to a show like this and spam, doesn't matter what country they're from, if any medium has to come in and spam other people's shows, then as far as I'm concerned, they're not really worth their weight in gold as far as mediumship is concerned, because they wouldn't do that, because it's disrespectful, not to the medium, but to spirit. Okay?
Okay, so thank you. So any more hellos, please, Mr. Producer?
Phoenix Silver Shadow, good evening to you.
Loving the cat there. Hello, Kelly McKeaton.
Hi, Kelly.
New photo for you.
Yeah, lovely to see you. Hello, Marlo Hoffer.
Hello, Marlo.
First time here from Canada. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for joining us.
Nice part of the world.
Must be quite early for you. So thank you.
About 5 hours behind. Hello, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Nice to see you, Jackie Hunter.
Hello, Ems Curls.
Ems Curls.
So Ems has put, I believe that we are allowed to make mistakes, but we must try and follow the right path and love the little things.
Oh,
I think that's very right.
Lovely comment.
I personally believe that yes, we're allowed to make mistakes. We've got that free will. We're allowed to do what we want to within reason, as long as that isn't hurting another, as long as we're abiding by natural laws. And just to say, in my belief, I do believe that, you know, certain things are predestined. You know, think about the people you meet in your life, not necessarily just your partner, but the people are, become very fundamental to your family, your friendships and other things. What do you think?
I agree. We are allowed to make mistakes. In fact, I want to say that's kind of one of the reasons why we're here, you know, just to check it out, really. It's all a big learning school, the Mother Earth and this wonderful world we're living in. It's all a big school. So, you know, you've got to get it wrong sometimes to know what you need to do to get it right again. You know, following the right path. I mean, the thing is our human side gets in the way, doesn't it?
Does, unfortunately, yeah.
And we all have one, whether that's a bit of ego or whether that's a bit of all these other sort of, you know, difficult, more challenging emotions. We all have them, and we get stray along the different ways. So that deserves a little card there, Ems. I'm going to give you some cards here. Right, okay. So the first one I picked up for you, my darling, it talks about your clairvoyance. Now, I feel there's a situation going on around you where they are trying to show you things, okay? Sometimes when we have difficult or challenging situations, or things just aren't ticking over quite the way that we want them to, it's a frustration that comes forward, and it's like, well, you kind of, I've done this myself, you kind of throw it up and you go, what on earth is going on? Why is this happening? You know, and I feel that Spirit are showing you some of the reasons why some of the things are happening for you at the moment, but I feel like you're almost missing the signs. So I feel I can say to you, pay attention to the things that are showing you. There are lots of coincidences, or synchronicities around you at the moment. There's lots and lots of different signs, whether that's angelic numbers, whether it's feathers, whether it's the birds coming forward. Watch your thoughts, which way your thoughts going when you get these signs, because these are all adding up. I also want to say, if you're feeling a bit sad at some point, make sure that, you know, if you've got the radio on, if a song comes on and you think about your loved ones or whatever with that song, this again is them giving you messages and letting you know that they are around you, because I do feel at the moment you need that comfort. Okay, I'm very aware of this, because this absolutely gorgeous card has come forward for you, and this talks about you just looking after yourself, you know, and allowing yourself to kind of check in. Sometimes we have difficult emotions, as you quite rightly said there, my darling. At the end of the day, you know, we've got all this stuff going on in the world, and we've got stuff going on in our lives as a knock-on effect for that, and it's going to make an effect on, it's going to have an effect on us, it's going to weigh us down a little bit, it's going to affect us. And I feel sometimes, you know, we need to be wrapped up in a snuggly blanket, you know, if that's what makes you feel happy, or, you know, just checking in on yourself and seeing how you can help yourself for that day. Nurture yourself, give yourself a bit of TLC, and that and a lot of people talk about the inner child, and, you know, what is your inner child doing for you? What is that little girl inside you thinking? How can you make her happy? Okay, because I do feel also there's a lot of anxiety in your life at the moment. If it's not with you, it's certainly around you, because I feel like I just want to say, you know, they're trying to bring in that peace, but you can help yourself also with that, with things like, you know, sitting, you know, going to bed maybe half an hour early and just laying on your bed and listening to the quiet and the still, you know, maybe listening to some calming music, or maybe doing a meditation or a mindfulness exercise. But I just feel like, again, I want to say as well to the previous reading that I did, go out into nature and allow nature to wash away all the worries and the stress and all that. And, you know, things are going to be okay for you. You know, you've just got to believe. You've got to believe that they're going to be okay. I don't know what question you're asking, and it needs to have it's got a positive answer to that. Can I also just get you to check in on your emotions as well? Allow yourself to have those big emotions. Understand that it means you love big, you love deeply, you love strong. You're a very loving and caring person. So just look after that, okay? Okay, so thank you very much for that, Ems. It would be nice, guys, if you could give us a little bit of feedback at some point. That would be marvellous, just so we can continue sort of checking in that you're still with us and you haven't sort of gone and had a cup of tea or put Coronation Street or whatever it is that you watch on.
Okay,
hey!
So here we go. So hello, Rachel.
Rachel.
We've just been speaking of this lady.
Yes.
So, hello, Rachel.
Rachel G. Palmistry. She's the fabulous other one of the other Spiritual Psychics TV presenters in America, and she's amazing. So check her out.
Okay, so in addition to that, if you go on the Spiritual Psychics TV / online, is that correct? .com. Basically, you can see a variety of courses on offer from all different presenters, as well as other people as well. And Rachel is doing a palmistry course if you're interested in doing that. And if you are also a VIP, you will also receive a £5 discount on that palmistry course. So
bargain.
Check that out. That's spiritualpsychicstv.online.com.
No. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, spiritualpsychictv.com. Yeah. My mistake. It's been a long day. Okay,
He's
hello,
been working
Cornelia
hard.
Dutton.
Yep, Cornelia, nice to see you.
Hello, Leslie G.
Hi, Leslie.
Two mischievous characters, definitely.
Yeah, little cheeky chops those look, don't they? And your lovely photograph there. Profile pic.
Hello, Hi Suchby says, why do spirits show me symbols instead of talking to me?
Oh, Heidi, if I knew the answer there, I tell you what, I'd be a millionaire. I wish the same for myself too. You know, I would love it if they could talk to me like we're talking to you. I would love it. But then it wouldn't be quite so challenging. It wouldn't be such a good thing. They will take every single way they possibly can to show you. Maybe if they're showing you symbols that you are quite a visual learner. So therefore the symbols would then be something that you would recognize.
The other thing is with symbols, as well as being a visual learner, it might be that you're also connecting with the angels who also work with symbols as well. And the other thing is that spirit and the angels will work with all of our senses, and they will work with all different types of imagery and how we build that up based on our prior learning, our prior experiences. So to be aware of that. So hiding with you, I'm very much aware of a grandmother. I want to probably put her 5'4", 5'5" in height, very cuddly to the body, a lovely way about her. She's got a beautiful smile, very high cheekbones. With her, I feel like I would have just if I did get annoyed with anybody, and I say if I did because the way she's coming across, she isn't like this, but she does make me feel she draws close, that if she ever got to the point of where she'd had enough and like enough's enough, she just had to give you the look. She didn't have to say anything. But this lady's laughing now. She's got a lovely way about her. She's one of those nans, and I want to say nan instead of gran, that basically everybody wants to have because she's just such a caring, loving person. She gave wonderful hugs. She has a lovely, lovely, lovely way about herself. I want to be having lots of cupsies. I want to sit down with this lady. I want to talk. And it was almost like, she'd be interested in what you've done. You know, what have you done today? What have you been watching? What have you done this week? She'd be asking all of that. And at the end, you would sort of like, well, I want to know how you were. Oh, forget about me. Go on, carry on anyway. What you've been doing. And she's got a lovely way. I feel with this lady, as she draws and impresses herself upon me even more. I have heart conditions. I feel I'm roughly about 83, 84 in age with this lady. I feel that the lady was ready to go in the end because she'd had a good life, in her opinion. She wouldn't be one to complain about things. She'd be very much like, oh, there's people worse off in this world than me. You know, as long as I've got it all up here, that's all I'm bothered about. I also have pains in my knees and that. I don't feel that mobility was a problem, but I do feel that she did have pains in her knees. And I've also got pains in my lower back towards my right-hand side hip. So on there. So she's a lovely way. I need to say to yourself, the last 6 months has not been easy. You normally, she's saying you've got a cheery disposition, a cheery way about you, but the last 6 months have sort of taken its toll and have sort of made you sort of think about what's important and what's not. And it's sort of to check in a little bit. She's also saying about using this. So I want to say if you haven't been to university, or if you have been, I do feel there's higher learning still to be done there, and there's still opportunities for you to use that capability. So if you have been to university, there could be even higher learning than that. And I also need to say to you, from her, she's giving you a cupcake, and it's got yellow icing on, and it's got like a little what are they called? Trying to think, it's what are those little sweets called? Dolly mixture, little dolly mixture on it, on the top. But it's not the little square ones, it's the ones that had a little bit of tangy taste to it. And it's just stuck on the top there. And I feel that this is a memory to leave you with, and just to say to you, always in my heart, always in my mind, and always in my thoughts. And she's around you a lot at the moment, just keep pushing you forward and making sure you don't slip back. She blows you a kiss, and thank you for working with me.
Oh, Heidi, also, I was actually going to just quickly say before Matt jumped into the reading that also symbols could come from other worlds depending on your beliefs. So, and that's also quite closely linked with light language and symbols and all sorts of stuff. So Google it and check it out and see if it resonates with you.
Okay, thank you for that, Heidi.
Yeah, thank you, Heidi.
Any more hellos, please, Mr. Producer?
Hi, Polly.
Hello,
How
Polly.
are you, my lovey? Lovely Polly. Polly is another SPTV presenter. She is an absolute wonderful medium, fantastic trance medium. And she's saying, hello, is it sunny?
It was sunny during the day.
Yeah, that's nice. Sunny day today. Lovely.
Hello, Kimberly Wood.
Hi, Kimberly.
So, guys, if you're just joining us, especially if you join us for the first time, hi. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel just below. If you're new to this channel, I need to say to you, the way that the channel works is you post a question that you want asking of a spiritual nature. So that doesn't mean, can you see this person, can you see that? It's of a spiritual nature. If you're chosen, then that you'll get a reading from there. Or you answer our question, which is your life predestined? Or can you change your life in any way? So that's the question for tonight. You're welcome, Heidi. Thank you.
Oh, that's really lovely, Heidi. I'm so glad.
Okay,
Okay,
D Hunt.
D Hunt. D Hunt says, sometimes you just need to speak to people outside the norm. And I felt I needed to come on here tonight and follow you both. You have kind faces. Oh, that's very kind of you. Yes, but I chose this one today. My normal one's like that normally.
So thank you, Dee. And as usual, as you do every week, the £10 in the post.
It is lovely, lovely. She is a sweetie. You know, absolutely lovely. Bless you. Hezval, hello,
A new
Hezval.
picture. Where's the camel gone, Hezval?
Yes. Do not take the mickey out of Hezval. Sorry. He's got donuts on his picture.
If you're
what
new
can
to
I
this
say?
channel, we do apologise. Please do not switch off.
Gotta have a chuckle, guys and gals, haven't you? Even if they are rubbish jokes. Even if you laugh alone, as I often do.
Okay, so just so we know we get on before midnight, I'll read the question.
Good idea. Good idea.
I believe that destiny plays a part. However, society and cultural influences, along with personalities, can create deviation from our chosen path. Most definitely. So, do you want me to answer that first, or do you want to answer
Well, you seem to be talking pretty well to me, dear.
Oh, that's me in the baths tonight. Having it on the shed, one of the two. So, I believe that destiny plays a part. Yes, destiny does. I very much believe, and I said this with a previous person before, is that, you know, I believe that certain things are predestined. I do believe in destiny. I do believe that certain things are programmed, of like the people that you'll meet in your life, the relationships and that side. The rest of it, I believe, is very fluid and can be changed. A friend of ours was talking about spirit probably about 10, 12 years ago, and said if you imagine them being on the top of the ship, looking out, and sort of they see an iceberg and they can see the dangers, but what's behind the iceberg they're unaware of. So if you take it with that mentality of, you know, you can see so far ahead and spirit can see so far ahead, but you can change. So you can go straight into the iceberg, you can go right or left of the iceberg. The choice is always yours. Always remember that we do have choices as humans, and that's why we always say to people, and we said, I think it was to Bernice earlier, you shouldn't live your life by your readings, you should live your life. Do you add anything to that, dear?
I think you've pretty much covered it all, haven't you?
Well, there you go.
Right, lovely. So, Hezval, I pulled you a couple of cards here. First thing that's coming up is crystal clear intentions. Now, for me, what this card means, this is about having some clarity for the future. What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? If you're kind of wavering and you're sending that out to the universe, that's exactly what you're going to get back. A little bit of it, a little bit of that, a little bit of, it's not going to come to fruition like you really want it to. So I feel like I need to say to you, just focus on your true desire, unwavering. There it is. Bring it forward. Imagine it. Do a vision board, or put a picture in your head, put stuff on the fridge, bring that in, that happiness, put images of those of that, what it is you desire, put them all over the place, so you're constantly thinking and manifesting this situation towards you. I do need to say to you, there is something around you that you have to stand up to what you believe in. There's an element of you that at the moment is certainly I want to say you're kind of trying to keep the peace a little bit, and that's nice and it's good, but there are times when you need to stand up for what you believe in, okay? And if that means ruffling a few feathers along the way, as long as you say it with love and kindness in your heart, nobody can really nobody can really get upset, and you can't be sort of, you're not giving anybody any bother, if that makes any sense. So I want to say to you, just believe in yourself, bring out, that sort of tiger in you, if you like, and just, allow that courage to come forward. And if you don't agree with what's being heard, say so. Okay, if you don't agree with what is going on around you, say so. I also need to say to you, what is it that that you really desire that's to help you? What is it that brings you happiness? We all sit here and we say, oh, I want a happy life, so I want, the lovely family, the lovely partner, the house, the car. But what is it you really want beyond that? And what I mean by that is what makes your soul sing, what makes you happy on a non-materialistic way, okay? Forever the peacekeeper, bless you, my lovely. And well, sometimes, unfortunately, the peacekeeper does get shot. I know I'm the one that is always in the middle of that. That's what there's a saying they used to say, didn't they? Don't shoot the messenger or the peacekeeper. And I just think sometimes, by keeping the peace, all you do is put more stress and pressure on yourself to just try and wash things over. But I think you lose yourself a little bit in the way, along the way. So I feel like, keep going with that. Find out who is Hesper. What do they want? What is it, that makes them who they are? Find that out, and you can't go wrong. I also need to say to you, stop worrying. All right, there's an element here of you worrying, because everything is going to be fine. Look at that beautiful card. It's saying relax, everything is okay. So sometimes what happens is we play these scenarios out in our mind, and sometimes our mind plays tricks on us and gives us the wrong projection of what is going to happen. So just allow it to flow, send up the positive thoughts, find something for you to do that makes your soul sing, and, stand up and be the real Hesper. Don't do the peacemaker thing. Just don't do it. If you believe in what they're saying, great, then, but if you're just doing it to kind of smooth the waters down a bit constantly, like I said, you will get washed out. And the last thing I want to say is that this is there's a creative side to you that needs to be unleashed a bit more at the moment. I don't know if you like drawing, painting, reading, writing, whatever the creative part is in you. I just feel like I need to say to you, go and, well, it could even be something like photography. I mean, with a great photo there that you have there. I feel like I just need to say, go and tune into that. Give yourself something for just you. I've done Reiki course and I loved it, and now I'm looking to try and find myself. I worry all the time about everything. So true. Bless your heart, my darling. So I want to say, this is a time for you to get that balance a bit better, my lovely. I hope that's all right for you. And yeah, go and shine, Hesper. Go and shine.
That was very nice. Sort of digging myself out of a hole now. You know,
it's creepy now, isn't he, eh?
I am. I've got to, because otherwise at 9:30, guys, I'm going to be putting the feelers out for spare rooms for the night. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, we're going to go to a few adverts now. Please stay with us. We're not going anywhere. We just want to tell you what's on tomorrow night.
So we have the lovely Jane Morton, psychic counsellor. She is an absolute sweetheart, this lady, and she's a real good giggle. So from tomorrow from 8 p.m, youtube.com. Just jump on in and see her.
And I was going to say, guiding you through your life.
Ah, there you go, you see.
And across the water to the US of A, we have our Ricky and Tyler, who are doing mediumship and oracle readings for you, which is 10:30 tomorrow night, UK time.
These are the sparkle I was telling you about earlier on. These are the lovely American chaps that will give you some awesome readings, particularly if you're sort of able to stay later than 10:30 in bed. You know, no, I wouldn't go to sleep at 10:30. So for all you American and Canadian lot, so yeah, tune in. Something for everyone.
And in addition to that, we've got our coffee morning tomorrow. If you go to at MK Clairvoyance on Facebook, you can find the link there where you can come and pop in and say hello and just have a chat, have a discussion, and just to catch up with a coffee or tea in your hand and a blanket around you. And that's 10:30 till 12 noon GMT.
Yeah, no agendas, just a general chit chat. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and a cake or a biscuit and just come and have a little chat with like-minded people.
Okay, so we're going to see if any more hellos or questions, please, Mr. Producer. Hello, Laura Betts.
Hi, good evening to you. Oh, lovely hair you've got there, Laura. Beautiful.
Hello, Chantal.
Hi, Chantal. Oh, thank you. More like Tom and Jerry, darling. That's what we're like, aren't we?
I'd say more like Sylvester and Tweety Pie. Hello, Naomi.
We got described as Punch and Judy last time. I want my sausages back. Good afternoon, good evening, good night to Sharon Jute.
I won't try and do a Punch and Judy
accent. No,
accent.
Moving on, because that's too easy.
Hello, medium Deb Clark.
Hi, Deb. Nice to see you. Again, not one of our other lovely mediums that works on SPTV. And again, she's got a show. Just tune in and check her out. Fantastic medium.
She'll be on next Tuesday. Hello, Kelly Spicer.
Kelly, what a great picture you have there. Absolutely great. I love that picture. It says so many words just by 4 feet.
Are they all from the one person?
Well, oh, Polly Harness, have you just given us a stonking question?
Yeah,
I can see a big long question coming up here.
So my question is, many people seem to be moving away from friends or relationship right now. Do you feel as though it's due to planetary shifts or the world's energy, or do you think it's personal evolution?
Evolution, I'd say that probably says. Well, I'm going to jump in and answer this one quickly, if I may, first, please. For me, I think it is. It's a little bit of everything. I don't know enough to say whether it's to do with planetary shifts or not, if I'm honest, but I do certainly feel this horrible C word that I don't like to say out loud, and I mean, you know, the virus, and that I think has made people think an awful lot about themselves. It's made people assess who they are, assess what they want in life, assess, you know, and it's bubbled up all sorts of stuff on the, you know, because I'm a therapist with my other hat, and I feel like them, you know, it's all bubbled up, and it's made people that used to sit together not sit together anymore because their beliefs have changed. And also at the start of all these lockdown and stuff, when we went into this, because we've been analysing ourselves and everything's been changing. We've been confined, a bit like sort of caged animals to a degree, and and so many rules and restrictions. It's made us assess ourselves that much. We are not the same person as what we went in there. So it's going to make sense that people have moved away from each other. Great question, Polly. Great question.
Yes, most definitely. And the other thing is, when we become more sensitive, become more spiritual, and you'll know this also, Polly, is that, we naturally move away from our crowd, our clan, call them whatever you want. And what we do is, once that we've gained what we need to gain from that group of people, I don't mean that we're using them, but once we've gained spiritually what we need, we will naturally gravitate to another group to learn something else. So we hear a lot of people who's, I'm not referring to yourself, but a lot of other people who say, well, people are having a go at me, we're falling out and everything else. But sometimes if we don't listen to what spirit and what's happening, and we're not paying attention to that we need to develop, when we're stood still, we're not changing, blah, blah, blah. It is that what happens then, circumstances happen, that there might be a falling out, that it makes that move happen. So I'm not trying to preempt anything, but that can happen as well for people who are new to this way of life.
I do agree with the evolutionary side as well, though, I have to say, and that we're definitely, the energies are definitely lifting.
Yeah. So with yourself, Polly, I do have a motherly figure with yourself. I feel very strong with this lady. I feel very determined. I don't take any prisoners. I would have not always been what I class as a good listener. And what I mean by that is I would have only listened to the bits that I wanted to listen to. And I need to say to you, from this lady, and like I said, she's coming on a motherly vibration, that I feel with this lady that she was here 1 minute, gone the next. I also feel with this lady, she presses upon herself that I have a heart condition. I also feel that I wasn't particularly old when I went. She's also taken me, is impressing upon me sort of headaches and sort of stress headaches and tension, but I feel this is around yourself. And I just want to say to you, you just need to prioritize what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done, and not trying to fix everybody, just trying to do what needs to be done. I also need to say to you, I feel that I have a grandmother on your partner's side, on his mother's side, that I've also got with me. I probably want to put her probably about 5'4", 5'5" in height. Again, I feel with her, I'm struggling with my breathing for my passing. I also feel with her that she was a very strong lady, and I do feel that I would have gone well into my 80s with this lady. And I feel with this lady, I would have put my fist down. I would have said enough's enough, and she would have been a very strong character within the family. Sort of once she said enough was enough, the rest of the family would listen. I do feel towards the end she became very weak, probably the last 18 months to 2 years, and everything was an effort, having to be sort of escorted out of cars and all of that type of thing. The message for you, Polly, is to say to you, don't listen to the stories that are around you. Listen to what you need to listen, and only listen to what you need to. So almost have a filtering system, listen what you need to, and filter out the rest, and let it go out the ear. The other thing I need to say to you is the sign of a true friend is the one that isn't pushing themselves forward, is the one that's pushing you forward. And I don't mean that in the limelight, I mean that just in general. Because there comes a time where friends need to stick by friends for whatever reason. The same as you have had to stick by your friends in the past. It's now your time for your friends to stick by you. Hopefully that all makes sense to yourself, and thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, lovely Polly. Oh, bless you, darling. Okay, Mr. P, are you ready to move along? Yeah, okay. Pamela Watson.
Hello, Pamela
Hello.
from New South Wales.
Yes, lovely Australia. Lovely. Thank you for joining us. Oh,
They're all on tonight. Hello, Wendy Lindsay.
Another lovely lady, Wendy Lindsay. Fantastic medium and a wonderful, wonderful psychic artist. I have one of her beautiful drawings and I can totally recommend her.
So, and Wendy's also on the Spiritual Psychics TV.com, where she's also doing courses on pendulum healing, if you want to check that out as well.
Yeah.
So Kate Catton says, I do have a question for you both. How is it that when we do connect with the other side, the same person generally comes up as being a loved one? Is it because that specific person has more to say?
I want to add a very quick one for that because I suspect Matt's got quite a lot he wants to say to that. But for me, don't tell fibs. For me, I just want to very quickly say to you, sometimes it's what you need. It's about what you need. I've done readings where lots of motherly figures or motherly figures comes in, you know, people that want to hug and squeeze and cuddle you because that's what you need. Sometimes I've brought in again, I want to say strong women because they need a bit of girl power around them. Sometimes I brought in just the men because they need their dad's energy or the energy that would come with a father. So it's quite often for me it's about what that person needs.
Oh, it's me now. Okay. So for me, it's echoing what Kirsty said. It's, you know, it's what you need at that particular time. So if you need a strong character, you'll get a strong character. So there's that side of it. Also, it depends on your relationship with that individual. If you had a very strong relationship with that person, and that is the main person that's on the other side, then they naturally want to come through on the love link. It may be that other sort of examples may be that the person is very strong-willed and they'll push the way through to the front. So there's a variety of reasons. But if you set your mind and your intention, I'm not saying this will always happen, but if you set your mind intention to say, you know, for a change, Granddad, I want you to come through, and you ask for that individual to come through, or you're thinking of that individual, perhaps holding a photograph or something like that, then that person will come through. There will always be different people come through. If it's the same person that's coming through to you at the moment, just take it, this is at the moment. It may be that you are not sure about whether, you know, this way of life, perhaps you're just starting off in your journey, perhaps that person's coming through to help you. There's lots of different sort of factors that come into that. And it's the same for mediums. There's different factors for them giving the messages as well and bringing the same person through every time. But it may also be, there may be certain people that passed before that you never knew, and then the person who keeps coming through is the only one that you did know.
Not forgetting, it's also about, I echo everything Matt's just said, but it's also not forgetting it's about the medium themselves. Some mediums energy will resonate with some of your loved ones' energy better, if that makes sense. You kind of, you know, like you get on better with some people than others. It kind of works that way with energy a little bit as well sometimes, which is why they often say there's a medium for every situation and a right medium for the job, if that makes sense. So anyway, I hope that answers your question, Kate. I pulled you some cards, my darling. I want to say to you again, gentleness, all right? You're very sensitive, my love. And I feel what's happened with you is that there's been quite a lot of harsh stuff going on around your life. It might not necessarily be in your life, but it might be around your life. And these, you know, I feel like I said to you, just pull in those gentle people, gravitate towards more gentle, kind situations. Take yourself away from things that could be a little bit harsh at the moment. Try not to watch things like the snooze and all that, the news. I've got the snooze because sometimes it's a bit boring, but you know, try not to go down that avenue of watching the news too much, because sometimes it can be very harsh. If you're not in the right space to hear it, it can, you know, it can make you feel sad or angry or upset, and it brings in emotions that you don't need around you at the moment. You are an extremely sensitive lady. You've got an awful lot to give from that sensitivity, but you're also very, very clairsentient, and you will pick up on other people's stuff going on. So this is why they're saying be gentle. Again, I want to say nurturing, a little bit of nurturing around yourself again. I apologize profusely. Drink more water. You know, a lot of people get really bit umpy when I pull this card out, but water is, you know, it's really valuable. You know, it's what, you know, your body's made up a ridiculous amount of water. I don't know the statistics, which my husband probably will.
I don't know. I don't know anything in this life. I just succumb to your wisdom.
I think it's something ridiculous, like 80%. You know, so I'll just brush that along. I think it's something silly. It's a ridiculous amount, something like 80%. I mean, maybe one of you guys could tell me, but it's a lot of water. So when you do get dehydrated and you don't drink enough, or you're drinking the wrong things like caffeine, or even if you're feeling a bit rubbish, it washes all the stuff out of your system. It cleans your kidneys, absolutely, Mr. Producer. It does all sorts of really wonderful stuff. And you know, it's really, really important to drink enough, and you, my darling, are not drinking enough, and I feel like I've got to give you also fresh fruits and vegetables with lots of water in too. So don't forget your cucumbers and your melons and all sorts of stuff that, you know, you gotta kind of get eating. Right, okay, so the last card I'm pulling for you here, my darling, is that you have got a lot of spiritual gifts going on. I certainly feel that you feel, if that makes sense. You can you can know by looking at people whether you can kind of get a feel whether they're telling the truth or whether they're being true. Not just truthful, but actually true to who they are. I know that you can walk into a room and you can feel their energy if someone's pretending smiling, or I know that you see spirit out of the corner of your eye. I know this, and I know also that they speak to you in your mind, because you get ideas and things come through your mind, and it's almost like a buzz of lightning, almost, and you suddenly get it. I know you've got all these gifts that are kind of buzzing around you. You have quite the capacity to be an awesome medium, if indeed you are not already working as a medium. But I do feel that you need to be looking at sort of tuning in and honing these various different gifts that you possess, because you've got a lot of energy around you at the moment that needs to, I want to say, almost be calmed, and by working with these energy, this sort of energy, it'll help sort of fine tune that, and you'll be able to do what we do. So how cool is that, if you don't do it already, of course? And if you do it already, then this is a time for those gifts becoming even greater. Okay, so this is very much an enlightened time for you. So be gentle with yourself, nurture, look after yourself, my darling.
Oh.
Why do I think there's a butt coming?
No. Always behind the butt.
Oh,
well, the 50 to 70% of the water. So there you go, 50 to 80%, depending on the age of the individual. There you go.
Is it? Okay.
So, and 70% of the planet, isn't it? So Carly Louise says, good evening. Hello.
Hi.
Natasha Hayes, nice to see you. Hello, Melissa Glover.
Hi, Melissa, nice to see you.
Hello to Dobika Guanta. Hopefully I've said that.
Great name, and I love it because you tripped him up. He doesn't often trip up with names.
Dobika Guanta. She's going to say, no, that's not it. Naomi Lee Falkenberg, hello to you.
Hi, Naomi. Nice to see you.
good morning. So it must be something like Australia or New Zealand. Shyla, can I just say I love this SPTV community.
Aww.
You are all so awesome. On Facebook, there's so much bullying or competition towards others, but in here, everyone supports each other. I love that. Love you all. Thank you very much for that, Shyla. It's not just this show, it's all the SPTV shows, so thank you for your comment. We do feel that we're very much a community, and at the helm of that, steering the ship and making sure it remains a community is very much Mr. Producer. Get on your work.
Cracking a whip in away.
So, hello there, Mark.
Mark Bucknell.
Nice to see you.
Very lovely to see you, young man. I hope you're very well.
Australia, yeah. I was talking to someone, it must be about 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and they were saying, I think it was 11:30 in Australia where they were. So thank you for that.
Oh, Kate, thank you for your feedback. Bless you. You really do need to drink more water, don't you, my darling, if you only have one kidney. And Mr. P picked that up as well. So Ian Sullivan, thank you. That's very kind of you. Looking very dapper in his little jacket and very smart there in a very smart new kitchen.
Okay, John Lewis.
Okay, hello, Joanne. Nice to see you.
Nice to yourself. So Matt and Kirsty as a healer. Sorry, Mr. Producer is trying to get technical. I'm trying to.
Did you notice how we both went seriously blank?
It was almost like it's almost like something out of the Matrix. You notice I can't do the Matrix, but anyway, Matt and Kirsty, as a healer, I've been self-healing. Would you agree that self-healing continues throughout your life? Most definitely. The more healing you do, the more healing you've got to do, and the more healing you receive. Yeah, I came up with that all by myself.
Did you? Oh, well done.
Yeah. Copyright it, 2021. The more healing that you go on to do, be it spiritual healing, Reiki, or other forms of healing, counselling, the different things, you will naturally embark on sort of things that you need to do. So, yeah, most definitely. Do you want anything to that before from Joanne?
Yeah, I just want to totally agree. There is self-healing is a continuous journey, as is self-development. Very, very much so. It never stops. It doesn't matter how many years you work in this, in this way. There's always something new to learn. There's always something that you can improve on. There's always something that you can keep working to.
Okay, so thank you for that, Joanne.
Thank you.
More? Can you see my comments? Okay.
Yes, Kelly and Canny, we can see your comments, my darling.
We can't, but Mr. Producer can.
Well, I can see that one.
I can see the dog.
You need to go and get some.
I can see on a rainbow.
Spectaculars.
Please don't switch off just yet.
Do you think that our guardian angels guide us? Oh, Liz Hardy, Flynn Mallin, absolutely. I love angels. I love anything to do with angels. And yes. Simple.
Yeah. Some people say that you believe in guardian angels. Some people will say your spirit guides, but you have a spirit guide and you have a guardian angel. So both are separate. Your angels have never walked the earth while your spirit guides have.
And your angels don't have free will, but your spirit guides do.
Sorry, Mr. Producer, I interrupted you. What did you say? Hello, Polly.
Hello, Polly Starwell, Stowell. That's a great name, whatever however you pronounce that, my lovey. Funny, yeah. We'll pay you later.
I've got to say, she does say that to me, just as she's kicking me out the door, Shyla. You're welcome, Kellyanne.
Oh, bless you.
Hello, Joanna.
Oh, can I just say hello, Joanna Robinson? Lovely, Joanna. Mwah. Lovely to see you, Joe. Yeah, rocking that picture, darling.
So Liz Hardy Flynn Mellon says, I had cancer, and when I was first diagnosed, I was told chemo wouldn't work. However, it did through determination of my guardian angels.
Oh.
You're not the first person to say that. We know people ourselves who have been through that, and they've had their own battles. But having the belief that no matter what the doctors have said, and I'm not giving any medical diagnosis and saying don't go with to not go with the medical thing, but when they've been told that, you know, this is this, or you need to have this, otherwise, their faith has kept them going, and it's the faith that has turned it around in the end.
Yeah, guardian angels are totally beautiful.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
So thank you for sharing that. It's a very inspiring story. Tony Wright says, please can you send healing to my baby girlie Tiny, as she's got to have an operation tomorrow as they found a tumour and cancer. Please send healing. So please, yes, if you can send healing there. If there's anybody else who needs healing,
please send it. Please.
Can you please ask for that healing, send it up, and basically in our community we will send that healing to yourselves all and continue to keep sending it. You
don't have to be a quote healer. You just send up some loving thoughts and ask for Tony's baby girl Tiny to be well, and that also helps. Or ask the angels to help you, and also, you know, can we see if we can send some healing for Tony as well, because she must be really going through the mill at the minute for with it all as well.
And if there's anybody who you know yourself that's not well, and perhaps you've heard of the name or you've never seen them before, just think of the name and also think of them getting better. And if you've got a picture, imagine that picture of them being fully healed is another one.
It's about the intention. But unfortunately, the intention for us would be to go on for ages. But sadly, we have come to the end of the show, which is a bit of a shame, because I was just getting in the swing of it.
I was just about to do the song and dance routine. I'll have to wait till next week.
Definitely going to. Mr. Producer said we definitely got time.
You're breaking up, Mr. Producer. Sorry.
I think, I think that's perhaps not such a good idea. But anyway, thank you so much for thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you coming on and just joining in, because without you guys, you know, we wouldn't have a show to do. And you know, it's been really lovely, you know, having a chat with you all, and we hope to see you all next week, same time, same place.
Yes, please come and join us. Remember to get down that YouTube address and basically sign up for that completely free. Remember the shows tomorrow. You've got at 8 o'clock, you've got our own psychic counsellor Jane, and then you've got Ricky and Tyler at 10:30 UK time tomorrow, and also our coffee morning 10:30. Check us out at MK Clairvoyance. But for now, take care wherever you are in the world. Love and blessings, love and light.
Thank you so much.
Take care of yourselves.
Good night. Take care. Bye. Stay safe.